I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary. Head down in the weeds.
Hi friends, today we are talking about the $1 million difference between an EA and an office manager. I get this question all the time, and I believe it could literally transform your business if you really take the power of the pause and, quite frankly, your life. And just check in. How do you know when it's time to hire an EA versus an OM, office manager? Or do I actually need a director of operations or a COO? Or am I solving the wrong problem with the wrong hire? I get this question all the time. I need a COO, I need a CEO, I need an office manager. And when I ask these powerful questions, the light bulbs start going off. So let's get right to the truth. You might have just exceeded your revenue goals, hopefully, and feel like it's time to bring on a heavy hitter, someone with a big title, with big impact. And maybe you're not exceeding your revenue goals. And in my opinion, this is, and trust me on this, the very strategy that you need. The ROI is undeniable. You don't need another business consultant or strategic roadmap or another program unless you already have a rockstar EA. This is in the legal industry. There is a massive gap with an executive assistant, and for the life of me, I can't figure it out. But you might be at a place where you need to hire that CEO. But let's assume you don't have an executive assistant, and here's the reality. Hiring a DO or COO before you're truly ready can cause more financial stress, more complexity, and a heck of a whole lot more onboarding for you, already time-strapped attorney. Because let's be honest, if you don't have SOPs, a documented team structure, or clarity around your own role, they're going to just be as lost as you are. And a COO can't fix your personal bottlenecks. They're not going to pick up your dry cleaning. They're not going to sort out your calendar chaos. They're not going to stock the fridge or get your daughter to soccer practice on time. And if you're anything like me, sit on the phone and with the IRS for 3 hours when they are making your lunch and in between meetings and trying to figure out why your quarterly payment didn't clear the bank account yet. By and large, a COO is not going to be doing that. C-suite solve business ops, not your life. So what if instead you hired a rockstar EA, someone with the DNA of a true COO, someone who can run your day-to-day now? You don't have to wait 3 months, 6 months to get an ROI on this position. They protect your energy and your frustration level and your calendar today. They attend your daily huddle and update your agendas for the following day, set up your workshop presentations, take a gift bag to your top referral source you just heard had ACL surgery, and in real time, not 2 weeks from now when they're already back on their feet. And they grow with you into that leadership role. Because you don't just need a title. Many people are so seduced. Well, so-and-so is making $1 billion and 20x and 10x and because of their PLA, because of their CEO, because of their COO. Tell me about their personal life. Tell me about their energy. You need someone who can do the work, own the outcomes, and build the systems that future hires will depend on. And if you're thinking, but I don't even know what the heck they do. Good. That means something I said triggered you and you're aware it is time. So it's time for us to begin to map this out. So let's walk through it together. Grab a legal pad or your smartish phone or your phone notes or a sticky note if you're driving or on the treadmill, don't care. And this is a framework. You'll get everything in the show notes. So don't worry, but I really want you to be present and anchored to this. Step 1, your business bottleneck list. Where are you the choke point? Client calls, interviewing and hiring follow-up, posting the ad, billing oversights on your Amex, your wife's 50th birthday party, quarterly employee reviews, getting your CLEs in, reviewing blogs and or content for marketing initiatives, paralegals anniversary. Heck, maybe you don't even know your people's work anniversaries and you need somebody to get to that. Maybe you're out of your favorite protein bars. Yes, it is business operations. Filling up the gas tank when you realize you're on E when you pulled into the office and you have exactly 15 minutes to get to court after your crazy morning and there's no time to get gas. Write it all down, all of it. I want you to keep a running list. This is a time study. This is time tracking. Every strategic business consultant out there has a different name and framework. I'm all about making it simple, making it real, making it raw, and making it in real time. So all of the business bottlenecks, whatever you have to do to have it connected to your hip, smartphone, legal pad, journal, whatever works for you. I'm an old school gal. I love pen and paper. I love sticky notes. So I will just literally, when I'm on client calls or what have you, write it on this sticky note. And by the end of the day, I have a stack of things that what have you. My computer battery will not hold a charge anymore. I need a new computer. Like, done, just handle it. Somebody that needs to do that. I see another duplicate where I'm double booked in my calendar, where my time template's violated, whatever it might be. Do not hold back. Step 2 is your personal bottleneck list. This is one thing as entrepreneurs, I think that we just really chalk up to either it is what it is or it's just a crazy life of being a personal business and finding the balance, whatever it might be. What's draining your energy outside the office? Driving kids to school, dry cleaning, travel bookings, grocery shopping, dog groomer, looking for a car for your daughter's 16th birthday. Yes, this was all my list 8 years ago. Taking the Dyson vacuum cleaner that's under warranty to get fixed. It makes you insane when you go to use it at 7 o'clock at night, but they're only open 9 to 5 during the week. And how the hell are you going to fit another thing in on your Saturday with sports and everything else? Write it down. Write it all down. All of it. Your EA is more than support. They're your professional energy babysitter. They're your inbox and calendar bodyguard. They're your meeting prep ninja. They are your project manager extraordinaire. They're your personal logistics operator. Zoom, phone, AI, podcast, tech support. They're your nutritionist. They are your frustration cop, your people cop. They are your buffer when you want to launch at someone and say, what the hell did you do all day yesterday? They're your Post-it note keeper, like me, when I'm done and I embrace everything. And when you refuse to delegate those tasks, you're stealing from your future self. When you refuse to delegate those tasks, you're stealing from your future self. Let that sink in. Be honest with yourself. How many of your family and friends get this stressed out, crappy version of you? How many of them have made some kind of sidebar comment that you're never present? Let's build your rock star second in command with starting with your frustration fuel. So here's another exercise. You have your business bottlenecks, your personal bottlenecks. Every morning, I want you to grab your journal and write down what's pissing you off. Seriously, cords under your desk, no snacks in between calls, your yoga mat that you hate when you roll it out every morning at 5:30 a.m. and that's your only quiet time. that you're so frustrated because it's thin as paper, it moves all the time when you're in place, and you spend half of the class fixing it, but you'd rather tolerate it than go to the mall. Stuff like this is your list. These are my real lists. And they rob our energy, where once again, think about it. Think about it. There are no solutions anywhere because you're so time-strapped. When I finally made the leap and hired an executive assistant, and I'm going to talk a little bit in a minute about the head trash I have about making that decision. But think about, you're rolling out your yoga mat. You pulled your butt out of bed after working 10, 12 hours yesterday, and you're like, this workout is so important to me. And you get there, and once again, you're a project manager. You're fixing your mat, you're all frustrated, it doesn't work, it's robbing your joy, it's robbing your energy, and you're like, I can't even enjoy my workout or my like morning miracle time, because when the hell am I ever getting to the mall? And I'd rather stab myself with a fork than go to the mall, quite honestly. Versus, okay, my EA, I just hired my EA. This is going on the list. I want this solved by the end of the day today. Imagine that. Imagine that. The next morning you step on your yoga mat and you have this beautiful, you describe exactly what you want, what it looks like, extra long, extra thick, all the things, and the next morning you roll it out. She's already got it aired out. It's already ready to rock and roll, even bought you a new strap that makes it easier to, the things. The sneakers you're tolerating, the socks you're tolerating, whatever it might be in your life that we think, but they rob our energy, and money is energy. You better believe the crap you tolerate in your personal life is spilling over into your professional life. You're bringing that energy into the conference room. It is impacting the difference of closing a $10,000 client. I know you don't see it, but once you take the leap for this EA, I promise you, everything in your life, especially your revenue, will change virtually overnight. This frustration is gold. It's not whining, it's clarity. This is strategic business making at its finest. You're training your brain like a muscle to spot inefficiencies, and that muscle builds momentum. So ask exceptional questions of yourself and you'll create a remarkable life. So ask exceptional questions of yourself and you will create an extraordinary life. Set a timer for 3 minutes every morning and ask yourself, what if someone shadowed me for 5 days and created a 30-day delegation roadmap for me? What if I paid $30 an hour to someone and I could develop them into a COO who knows what my life and business look like inside and out? It might sound too far-fetched for some of you right now, but 8 years ago, I did this exact same thing. And listen, I had so much head trash about it. What would my kids think if I hired someone else to drive them to school, to do the grocery shopping, to take them to practice? I'm not an absentee mom. I'm not a country club mom. Like, I am very involved in my kids' lives. I had so much story making going on. What would my clients think if somebody else booked our calls? Somebody else returned their calls, answered their email? Would they think we are becoming that organization that no longer provides exceptional client service, that we are getting too big, too busy, and it would impact our brand? And now I am detached from our business? That's the worst case scenario, and this is what I was thinking. And we're all about making money, like previous legal vendors that they've worked with, and the spiral just won't stop. But I was exhausted. I was living off of protein bars and shakes. My kids were getting the stressed out, crappy version of me. I was responding to people days later, typically with a short tone to it, starting dinner late and wondering why I wasn't losing weight because I was eating dinner at 8 o'clock at night. I was absolutely done. I could not continue on that path, especially if we were going to hit our company goals. So one day I trusted my gut, hired a part-time EA, and within 30 days she was full-time. I hear this all the time from attorneys. I don't know if it's a full-time position. Start where you are then. Within 60, she was making her monthly bonus, and I had my life back. And just a few weeks ago, we attended her wedding, Bray's wedding. And my daughter Ella and Bray became best friends. Aiden was off at college. I didn't have a driver anymore. So I needed this because my life had completely changed. But when Bray walked away from our company when Ella went off to college 4 years later, she hired her replacement. And not only that, she hired a community outreach marketing intern. Because guess what? She was doing everything. She was doing personal, she was doing business, she was doing marketing, she was nurturing my local referral sources, getting in the car, what have you. Even just that little bit of her spending, it was roughly give or take 4 hours a week of nurturing referral sources and going out for client prospecting, or some people call it business development, just kind of doing that unintentionally and just giving her things to do when a lead would come in from a local referral source, or I would meet someone at a networking event at Provisors or the Colorado Bar Association or what have you. Just that little effort quickly turned it into a part-time job. So she replaced herself. When she went off to nursing school, I was done with a lot of the driving and I needed more so of the business support versus the personal because my kids were gone and things of that nature. So that is why you want to start now. It's not just about being an executive assistant. It's not just about the personal. Don't get hung up on the part-time, full-time, what have you. Just get started. But do the exercises in this podcast. Frustration is fuel. So keeping your frustration list every day, starting every morning or at the end of your day and just downloading it. Compounding on your business bottlenecks, on your personal bottlenecks, and really asking powerful questions. Asking powerful questions plants seeds, and these seeds will grow into freedom. You're asking the truth-telling questions of yourself. Is this the highest use of my time? Am I tolerating this more than I should be? Is this impacting my revenue? If I was really honest with myself, that I'm not getting workouts in, that I'm not getting sleep, that I'm not eating good food, that I'm completely dehydrated because I don't even have a time to go to the bathroom and get a glass of water, what have you. So ask yourself these powerful questions. What if I didn't have to do this? What if this wasn't my day-to-day? What if I had somebody who I could delegate, really trust and delegate this? And this becomes the building of your EA's job description with your frustration list, with your bottleneck and personal and professional list. And this is how you get to your next level. This is how you scale up. This is how you have the practice in the life of your dreams. So if this sounds amazing, but you're still thinking, I don't know how to write the job ad. What should the bonus structure look like? What should I pay them in my marketplace? How much are they in-house and how much are virtual? What are the right KPIs or the onboarding plan? How do I train this person to think like a CEO that you tell me they will at 90 days from now? How do I even begin to trust them, especially with my personal stuff? My answer to that is give it to me. This is exactly what we do inside of Law Firm Admin Bootcamp, what people call LFAB. The job ad, the interviewing, the bonus structure, the base pay, the KPI framework, the shadowing plan, the CEO level training so they communicate and walk, talk, and act like a CEO, all of it. You don't need to figure it out alone. You just need to bring your three things: your soul-sucking frustration list, your personal and professional, your personal bottleneck list, your professional bottleneck list, and here's a bonus. I want you to bring this as well. Answer to your big question. What is my new job description and KPIs as a visionary once I finally reclaim my life and gain my freedom? I want you to bring all this and book a call with us if you're really serious about this, but feeling all the what ifs and how and whys and whens and all that. Because if you don't define this now, you'll fill your calendar with more chaos. You'll keep hiring out of panic instead of purpose. So do this work. Give yourself the time and space and grace for this, and ask the hard questions, ask the powerful questions, ask the questions that provide clarity. You can't deny it when you see it in black and white and writing on your paper every single day, in your smartphone, in your notes, what have you. And when you're ready to scale smart, we are ready for you. We got you. So get started. I'd love for you to share with me your homework and what came out of this. Until then, keep the bottleneck and frustration list going, because remember, behind every breakdown is a breakthrough. It is possible for you too.
I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary. Head down in the weeds.